Yes, see, there is tech news today. How did I know that? How did I know that? I'm slicker than snake shit, baby.
Whoa.
Nvidia has been a very bad giant tech corporation lately, so the US Security and Exchange Commission has just fined it for failing to disclose how big of an impact cryptocurrency mining had on its revenue growth in 2018. In investor communications, Nvidia made it sound like miners buying up stock of GPUs didn't really contribute to a profit increase in its gaming business, when in actuality, crypto miners were a big part of that. And you know what? I don't even need these, because they actually make that blurrier. That's for computer use.
Oh, it really had an impact though.
Lying? That's pretty bad. The fine must be pretty big. It must be. Yeah, no, it's $5.5 million. A veritable slap on the wrist for a company that made $7.6 billion in just the last quarter of 2021 alone.
Yeah, me too.
The SEC has ordered Nvidia to stop withholding information from investors, which I'm sure will work. This is a society.
Just tell them to stop, and bam.
It's not like it works in Europe or anything. Almost 2 years after suing Apple and getting Fortnite kicked off iOS, Epic Games has finally made a deal to bring it back. For everyone, sort of.
Oh.
There's always a sort of. Fortnite is now free to play through Xbox Cloud Gaming, meaning it doesn't matter whether you're on Android, Windows, or an iPhone or iPad. You can open a browser and buy V-Bucks to your heart's content, or your parents' wallet's content, whatever. Nvidia has had an iOS-compatible version of Fortnite available through a limited-time closed beta on GeForce Now, but this solution only requires you to have a Microsoft account to play. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney, what a sweetheart, originally didn't want Fortnite on Xcloud, but he's apparently had a change of heart. But you can still go against his wishes to keep Fortnite off Steam Deck by playing it through the Microsoft Edge beta. Ha! Feels good to stick it to the man. Hey, sweetie?
Yeah.
Society? Who needs it? Anarchy.
Just meet you in the wilds.
Backwards hat. And Apple, Google, and Microsoft have joined forces to kill all passwords using a giant password guillotine, actually.
On the moon.
No, the last letter, it's gone. The three tech giants just announced a partnership with the FIDO Alliance,
Yep.
FIDO Alliance, which stands for Fast Identity Online, apparently. What's the D? ID. Okay, Fast ID Online. Okay, I get it. Apparently, to push forward a secure sign-in method called Passkey. Basically, any website or app you want to sign into would simply push a request to your phone. Then you just unlock and authenticate with a PIN or a fingerprint or something. So basically, it's like two-factor authentication, but getting rid of the one factor that sucks. Because yeah, you might be a creative genius at making unique passwords, but that's a bit like saying you're the best at shaping your mashed potatoes into a perfect well to pour the gravy in. Like, good job, I can't do that.
You can't do that?
Not when I'm eating with 2 knives.
Oh.
Now it's time for the Quick Bits, brought to you by Vessi, maker of footwear known for being lightweight, easy to pack, comfortable, and most importantly, waterproof. You can spit all over these. Vessi's everyday move shoes are perfect for those who are always on the move, whether that's over regular old ground or moist, sloppy terrain. They've got enhanced breathability, added support, and convenient pull tab, vegan suede lace cages, extra midsole cushioning, and of course, the same waterproof Dymatex technology that's gonna make you wanna wear them everywhere. So keep your feet dry and save $25 with our offer code TechLink at vessi.com/techlinked. Quick Bits. This one is just Quick Bits.
It's just like Grandma made them.
Remember when they fired CEO of ARM's China division, Alan Wu, went rogue, stole the company's seal, and refused to leave the office?
That's what I did.
He lives here now. He doesn't shower. Well, despite ARM China's board voting him out last week and ARM announcing that the issue was resolved, now the company's employees have rallied behind him, writing a letter in support of Wu. This is like Trump, who has again refused to step down. Corporate mutiny in the year of our Lord 2022. I guess it's time to resolve this with the only method that's sure to work: a duel. Alan Wu versus the SoftBank robot.
It's live streaming.
Meta has shown off impressive tech demos of nearly photorealistic VR avatars in the past, but the company's actual playable avatars basically look like Nintendo Mii's.
Shots fired.
Speak for yourself, Riley. But that might change thanks to a new processor developed by Meta for the sole purpose of rendering those fancier avatars in VR. I think we can take this to the next level. We need chips for rendering every specific thing in every video game ever.
Yeah.
And then we'll all be lining up at Best Buy to get the processing unit for food.
Yeah, people will use them for food. That's the thing.
Chip shortage is famine. Rumors are pointing towards AMD's next-gen RX 7900 XT graphics card as the first consumer GPU with support for PCIe Gen 5, a standard that doubles the bandwidth of PCIe Gen 4 and which will be supported by AMD's upcoming AM5 compatible motherboards and CPUs. All 3 components are expected to launch by the end of 2022, so prepare yourselves and pepper your Angus for a new tech that could perform significantly better than current models. That's not always a given these days.
I can't. I'm so.
And neither is that launch date. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look, it's a swarm of drones that can track a person through a dense bamboo forest without human guidance. Great, made by scientists from China's Zhejiang I'm
Definitely saying that.
bad at Chinese words. Sorry, Andy, he's laughing at me.
I'm sorry.
Zhejiang University, the drones can communicate with each other, which allows them to break formation, to avoid obstacles, and then reconstitute themselves, sometimes in the form of a face, like at the end of the Matrix 3, possibly into a deadly megazord of some sort. The last part we kind of just added. The researchers say that the drones could be useful for disaster relief or disaster creation. No, they actually said that, and ecological surveys. It's hilarious. And in case you thought fuel-less electric vehicles were the only way forward, a South African mining company called Anglo American, on the list of canceled company names, has just deployed the world's largest truck powered by a hydrogen fuel cell engine, specifically a 2-megawatt unit built by Seattle company First Mode. So they can make the environment a little better while gouging materials out of the ground.
You give and you take, you know?
That's life, we like buying stuff. And we all knew this was coming, but the tech news is gone.
Oh.
But you can not be gone on Monday. We'll be back, will you?